all about a few little animals that I'll be bringing to the stage. Some of you may have seen before and some of you may have absolutely no idea. But before we get onto the animals, there's one thing that I'll have to sort out, unfortunately. What are you doing?
My name is Harry, and I am hungry, rumbly. And this sure looks tasty. What is it?
Well, it's
it yummier than chocolate, crunchier than crisps, and crumblier than crumble?
No, not really. This is Sally the giant African land snail.
Oh, a giant African land snail! This sounds so number. What does it do?
Well, it does quite a few things really. To start with, they are the biggest snail in the world. They're very similar to the ones you get in the garden, just, well, a lot bigger. There's pretty much that, there's not much more to them. They are got this lovely, wonderful big shell on them that grows the same as your fingernails. It's made of the exact same stuff. And obviously you've got that big slimy bit at the bottom. A lot of people don't like snails because they're horrible and slimy, but believe it or not, that slime is really, really important. It helps them move, it helps them to stick onto things, it also helps them move pretty much everywhere. And it also stops them cutting up their belly from all the nasty things that they might have to walk along. But believe it or not, we use it every single day. This is a good cue to turn to your older sisters, your mums or your aunties and that. Basically, that snail slime is used in pretty much every single beauty product you can imagine. The favourite one is usually hand creams and moisturisers. Believe it or not, some hand creams and moisturisers can be up to 30% of snail slime. So next time you catch someone putting snail slime all over them, hand cream all over their face and on their hands, just make sure you remind them that it's basically snail slime they're wiping all over their faces.
I've never met a giant African land snail before. That's very friendly. Do you think you'd like to help me look for food?
Oh, by all means, I can't see that being an issue. It does have a good sense of smell, believe it or not. It's not a very big nose, but after all, you can smell very good. I'm not sure if you're into fruits and vegetables or the odd dog biscuits. Snails do like dog biscuits, by the way. So if you keep looking out here, I'll see what else I can find out back.
Oh, I do hope I can find something to eat soon. Can you keep a secret? I say, can you keep a secret? Yeah! I used to be trapped in the house of a very ugly, woogly, mean and nasty witch. She kept me locked up for a long time with no food and no friends. I was very lonely. But I managed to escape, and now I met all you lovely, jubbly tiddlywinks. I think I'll be just fine. So long as I don't bump into that horrid, McGrory witch again.
Leaf life, low flights. I smell yummy, scrubby bites. Whether I'm the logs or in motion, I'll find you all and put you in my potion. My name is Witch Hetty Grub, and I've heard there's some creatures here at Chessington that will be perfect for my newest potion, the elixir of animal senses. I'll be faster than a cheetah, taller than a giraffe, and louder than a lion, just as soon as I track down a perfect selection of those scary creatures. My potion's bubbling over. I'll be back though. Just you wait and see.
Has she gone? Yeah. Oh, you. Oh, she gives me the heebie-jeebies.
Oh, apologies about this. I couldn't find any food, but what I did manage to find is one of these. This is a Madagascan hissing cockroach.
I like cockroaches.
Cockroaches aren't all that bad. People make them out to be these horrible, nasty, dirty animals, but unfortunately, it's the cleanest insects in the world. You wouldn't believe it. They really are. They clean themselves every 2 minutes, so believe it or not, it's an awful lot cleaner than we are. So unless you've had about 50 showers this morning, unfortunately, you are dirtier than a cockroach, and you probably won't hear that insult again. But believe it or not, they are wonderful little animals. They do an awful lot in the wild, and it's mainly because they are the natural dustmen of the wild. They'll go along, they'll pretty much eat anything they can come across. So they like to make things lovely and clean like themselves. So what they'll do is obviously they'll go around and eat their fruits and vegetables, but they'll often go as far as eating animal food. Not the nicest thing to eat, but for a cockroach, it can be a nice tasty treat. But also, they can do quite a few wonderful other things as well. Their head is another interesting thing. If you were to chop the head of a cockroach off, it can still survive for a couple of weeks without it. So if you do feel a little bit medieval and do chop his head off, unfortunately it really just doesn't do anything at all. So we can think I'm a little bit more to do with him. But the best thing about a cockroach is the fact that he actually has a hairy bum. It sounds a little bit funny to you and I, but a hairy bum for a cockroach is incredibly important. These tiny microscopic hairs all over his bum basically help detect movement around him. So falling logs, falling leaves, or animals trying to squish him, the movement of whatever is around him will move these little hairs on his bum and tell him to run up to 5 miles an hour.
Oh, he sounds super-duper. He's an hairy bum like me.
Hello, Rocky Rockies! Where are you hiding? Which big rock here again? Ready to hunt down the final ingredient for my elixir of animal senses. You tell me, where are they hiding? You better find them soon, or else I might just have to put a spell on you all.
Who was that?
Oh, that was Witch Hetty Grub. She's mean and nasty and horrible, and she's on the hunt for creepy, crawly creatures.
Oh, hopefully she's not too horrible. This poor little millipede here is really quite a delicate little thing. They have hundreds and hundreds of little legs, and their legs can be really delicate. And if we hurt them too much, their legs can actually break off. So you do have to be very careful with them. They don't like loud noises. When these guys get scared, they'll curl themselves up and curl themselves into a little ball. Because this exoskeleton is 4 times stronger than your fingernails, because it's incredibly tough. So that they curl themselves up and keep all their legs on the inside, the delicate bit. It shows this exoskeleton, which is incredibly tough and helps protect them. They only ever eat small amounts of rotten fruits and vegetables, so they don't go around eating anything nasty. So really and truly, because they don't eat an awful lot, they are really delicate creatures. So hopefully this witch isn't too noisy.
We need to find a way to defeat the witch once and for all. I know! Everybody knows witches hate water, right? It destroys them and melts them down to a tiny, tiny puddle. If only we had some water. Where could we find some water? Where? Well done, boys and girls. The next time Witch Hetty Grub comes back, when I say here goes, we'll all count to 3 together really loud, and we'll soak with water. Here she goes.
Last chance, boys and girls. Where are the hairy, scary creatures that work so well in my famous potions? I asked you to tell me where they are hiding. Fine, that's it then. I'll turn you into a frog, I think. Perfect for my princess fruity potion. Here goes. 1, 2, 3.
That was the most incredible, amazing thing I have ever seen. Give yourselves a round of applause. Well done. Excuse me. Can I stay here with you and all the creatures? And then I won't be lonely anymore. And we could go on lots of really exciting adventures together, defeating all the evil witches and bad guys.
Oh, you're more than welcome to, as long as you don't mind the creepy crawlies, especially the more bigger ones down creepy caves. As long as we can bring the little adventure along as well.
Yeah, what you say, boys and girls? Do you want to come with us on our next big adventure? Yeah!
That kind of sort of thing, isn't it? Well, the show doesn't end there. If you do want to come down and meet the little stars of the show, you're more than welcome to do so, or you can meet the hairy one. You're more than welcome to do so. We will be bringing out some other animals today at 5:30 for our last show. So if you are particularly interested in reptiles, if that's any of you, you're more than welcome to pop back for the last show today. Thank you very much for coming down. Again, if you want to see the bugs, you're more than welcome to come down to the front. Thank you very much and enjoy the rest of your adventure. Thank you very much.